Good morning and welcome to Sigiriya. Now this is my last stop in Sri Lanka and I have actually been here for a couple of days. However, if you don't know, Sri Lanka also has their own New Year. So if you watch the Vietnam vlogs, you would have seen that I got stuck in Hanoi for a week because everything closes for a week for the Lunar New Year there. They have like a Buddhist Hindu New Year here. People are telling me it's the Hindu New Year, and then the Buddhists are telling me it's Buddhist New Year. So I'm not actually sure, but that closed everything yesterday. And I mean everything, like buses, shops, restaurants. There was one restaurant open in the whole town that I'm staying in. So I couldn't do anything. So today's my only day that I'm actually getting to explore. So today I have got a tuk-tuk. That took a while as well. Order your tuk-tuks earlier than you expect because I couldn't get one. I ended up walking 15 minutes down the road to get one. And I'm in Sigiriya, so I'm already at my first spot for the day. So there's two things I really wanted to do. I wanted to go to a viewpoint to see the rock and the forests around it, and obviously climb up Sigiriya Rock. So I'm currently on the viewpoint. So there are two viewpoints you can go to. There is Pilgrama Rock or something like that. It costs 1,000 reals, like £2.50. And it takes about 45 minutes to climb up. It is apparently very busy though. Or there is this rock that I'm on now. It doesn't have an actual name. You have to stop at a temple. I'll write the name of the temple and then climb up. It's like 10 minutes. When I climbed up, there was no one here. There are now 3 people here and the views are stunning. So as you can see, we've got stunning views of the mountains, the fields. You can see the big tall white Buddha there. And then here we have the Sigiriya Rock. Yeah, and this rock is free to climb. Very easy. If you can't come all the way to the top, there is a lower viewing platform. So if you're not very mobile, you can do that because the last little bit you have to like climb up rocks. But yeah, the views are stunning and it was a lot quicker than I thought. So I'm going to enjoy the views and then we're going to head over and try and work out how we get into Sigiriya Rock because I don't have a clue yet. So I have made it to Sigiriya Rock grounds. Now you buy your ticket at the museum, which is just outside the rock grounds. So I have bought my ticket. It was 11,165 Sri Lankan reals, which is about £26 or $35. So very expensive, but hopefully it's worth it. So I've walked around the museum already, got a little bit of the history. So from what I can understand, people used to live there, like the royal family used to live up the top, and then it became a monastery. But yeah, I have also been told that the second half is on this very dodgy looking staircase, so I'm a little bit worried about that, but hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, I'm currently just walking through the garden. So there's 3 lots of gardens. So at the front you have the miniature gardens. Now I'm currently walking through the water garden and there are more gardens, but I don't know what they're called, so I'll let you know when I get to them. But I'm going to sit here for a moment and have a snack before I start the climb. So I walked through the water gardens. I am now walking through the fountain gardens. I'm going to walk, I mainly walk in the main path now, but I'm going to walk the side paths on the way back. Originally I was going to stay up at the top until sunset, but I met someone that just came down and said there's so much to see on the way down. If you do that in the dark, you might miss some of it. So we're going to come down before sunset and then go back to the viewpoint we were at this morning for sunset. That is the plan, at least anyway. We'll see if that works. But now I'm getting closer, you can actually see. So we walk up to this first level here, and then you can walk through here and walk back before walking up. It's really hot. But yeah, you can see the caves and stuff now. So we just got to get there. So I have made it halfway up the rock. It is very hot and very tiring, but there are toilets and water refill halfway, so that is good. Now we go the rest of the way on this really sketchy looking scaffolding staircase. This was the bit that I wasn't looking forward to because there's nowhere to stop. It's hot, like the railing's hot because of the sun, and apparently it really doesn't look any better going up or down. It looks very steep and everyone's holding on for dear life and looking like they want to cry. Also, look at the size of these wasps. They've got beautiful wings, but they look deadly. And this is the lion's foot. There's another one the other side of the staircase. But yeah, I'm going to put you away so I have a hand to hold on to this hot railing for my life as we start the climb. And I can say I've made it to the top. It was just as terrifying as it looked from the bottom. That staircase does not seem sturdy in the slightest. I was like 2 hands on the railing at all time. Had to stop. There was like a break where you could see the rock and I had to stop so I could hold on to the rock. But yeah, made it to the top. I had a sit down in the shade. I saved myself 4 little cookies for the top. Monkey stole them. Yep, they were stolen by a monkey. So now no snacks, but the view is amazing. So it is doable if you are afraid of heights though. The last metal staircase is tough, I'm not gonna lie. My thought process was stand on the sturdy looking bits, and then when there were like a gap in people, just go into the next sturdy bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have a look around the top and you can see what it looks like with me. The paid viewpoint, Sigiriya Rock or whatever it's called, you can see it from here. Here it is. So that is a paid viewpoint that you can climb up to have a look at this rock. I think I've done enough climbing for today though. I'm just going to look around here and then head back down. And just like that, I am back at my hotel. So I have looked through the video clips and the other ones of me explaining what I was doing and what I was seeing have disappeared. So we're going to try and do it now. So I just got to the top of the rock when I spoke to you. If you walk to the very end, you can walk down and there's like some like kind of caves in there, which was pretty cool. And there's a nice lake. I loved the mountain range that you could see from the other end of the rock. And while you are not allowed to fly drones in Sri Lanka without pre-approval from like the Ministry of Defence or something stupid like that, and they do fine you, I have seen them fine people. There was a guy up there that had one and he took the risk, so hopefully, fingers crossed, he will send me the footage, because I have to admit, £26, I don't personally feel it was worth it. it definitely looked better from the drone above. It looked amazing. When you're on the top of the rock, the views around you are amazing, but you can get those views from other rocks in the area. The only thing that's special about Sigiriya Rock is the fact that there was a monastery up there, but the walls are basically about a foot high, and there's no description of what was what. There's no tour guides up there, nothing. So it's kind of up to you if you want to do it. I'm glad I can say I did it, but I probably wouldn't do it again if I ever come back. But yeah, we went there and then we went to get some dinner. It took a lot longer to come than it was supposed to. They said 15 minutes, it took 45, which meant that we missed sunset. But yeah, I am now back. I did enjoy my day. However, I'm very tired and I'm very desperately in need of a shower. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't think it's going to be very long, but if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, which will be in a new country, a country I'm very excited to visit. So make sure you're subscribed so you can see that.